we're starting here with a spin already in progress. Just decided to get right into it tonight. See what we get right off the bat. No intro. We have a winner, 740. That will be on Steam, right? 740. So we'll do the intro now. That's our cold open, a spin. We just finished DDNet and we did a recap on that. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. 740, definitely Steam. Let's go see what number 740 is on Steam. Make sure you guys can see it first. Once again, the Steam wish list is acting up. If I'm not touching it, it doesn't show. Okay. Very nervous about this, as usual. 740. Let's check it out. Scroll from here. Almost there. Unnatural Worlds. What is this? Real-time strategy game in development. Grand scale. RTS played on maps, planets of any 3D shape. I don't totally remember this. I think I kind of remember it, putting it on here to some degree. Kind of interesting. Have these strange 3D shapes for your RTS. So RTS, I really want to play one that I really like. I've struggled to get into them though. I think I need one that's really different. I don't know if this would scratch that itch. It might. But it's not even out in early access yet. And even if it was in early access, I probably wouldn't do it till it was full release. Hope this is good. Maybe we'll see it again in the future. So this is going to be a yellow, right? It's called Unnatural Worlds. Natural. Did I spell that right? UNN. Natural Worlds. Steam. Be just like this. Not played. Currently in early access. Okay. Got more than one spin this episode. That's good. I like having a couple spins getting to talk about games, but alright, let's do another spin. It's kind of cool if it's a short episode where you do just one spin though, right? Let's see. Here we go. Second spin of the night already. What are we, 5 minutes in? 1548, that's a very late number. 1548. 1548. See where that takes us. Well, equal to this minus 912. We need to go higher than that. Ooh, is it going to be a miss game? No, probably not. So take 20. Oh wait. Ooh, maybe it is. How do I do this correctly? This is where the game calc thing comes in, because this is what game calc is supposed to be, spreadsheets. Okay. Equal to 1548 minus this. And if the number's too high, which it is, if it's more than 0, I guess, is when you go to the next one. So you go equal to this minus this. Okay. So we do, it's getting the picture here. Minus the 26. It's going to be another, oh, it's going to be a PSP game, I think. Equal to. Okay, so that means we need to go 108 into our PSP list. So it's going to be a PSP game. That's very interesting. All right, so let's go 108 into our PSP list. Does that sound right? So our PS1 games were even later than that. Okay, sounds right. So we need to go to 108, 108 in our PSP list. Let's do it. This is exciting. I think there might be a lot of things in our PSP list that we're not going to play though, but let's see. Okay. Phase shift. What is that? I'm not even sure. Phase shift PSP. Phase shift Threats Beyond the Network is a futuristic sci-fi action and 2D arcade shooter released for the PlayStation Portable in 2013. Okay. Interesting. Phase shift. Let's see if Hardcore Gaming has one. Has an article about it. No. Let's just look at Moby Games. What even is Moby Games? I don't know. I feel like it's something I should know about. They used to write strategy guides, right? Is that what it is? It's taking a long time to load the website for some reason. Is this going to be like a shmup? That would be kind of cool. Okay, taking way too long. I don't know what the deal is there. Should we look at Game Facts? Do they have media? Let's see. They have the box art. That's all they got. Interesting. Video Game Museum. Don't know what that is either. Oh, is it like a... what's it called? Invaders? Space Invaders alike? Let's watch some gameplay. Just making some notes about editing some inappropriate stuff that was in the ads. That's really annoying because I did everything I could to avoid inappropriate stuff in there. It's in the ads. Let's see. Phase shift video ad. They're playing easy mode. A lot of talk. All right, let's check out the gameplay and see if it's like too much like Space Invaders. Just shooting some things that do literally nothing. Oh, and you can jump to the top. Interesting. I guess you can. Okay, they already knew that, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a space. I love shmups, but I don't know that I'm a Space Invaders guy. Although it seems like you can zoom across to grab a power up. You're kind of like instantly jumping across to grab these things. Let's jump ahead, see if we get like enemies that shoot at you or something. Oh, is my internet being slow? First I couldn't load Moby Games, now this. Okay, they are shooting a lot of bullets. Oh wait. Are they shooting any bullets? Couple. Let's jump way ahead, see if anything better's happening. Oh, he just got killed. Alright, I'm going to jump to this video over here, which looks like it might have a boss fight or something. Let's see what that's all about. Let's see. So far, I'm kind of not feeling this. Coming off as two Space Invaders like, and I think that there's a lot of shmups out there. I don't think I want to play a Space Invaders like. Trying to see if I thought there might be a boss fight. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, they got shields or something. This is a boss. Okay, here we go. Does not look super hard thus far. It's transforming. That's cool. I don't get this part because it's got a lot of bullets, but it'd be almost impossible to get hit by them. Very weird. There it goes. Okay, I am going to say no to this. Oh, look, we might have a comment here. Let's see. We got a liked reply on the last video. Probably by, let's see. George Noiseless. Is that who did this? I'm assuming. He's our #1 fan. If he's an AI, I'd be upset. I suspect it's possible, but it looks like he has a channel with a bunch of videos, so I don't think he's an AI. I hope he's just a real fan, and if so, we really appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna spin again. We're gonna delete phase shift. We're gonna make the PSP 158. And the reason is PSP. What was it called? Phase shift. So what was it? Phase shift. Threats beyond the network. Basically, there's other excuse me. There's other shmups on here that aren't so similar to Space Invaders, which I'm not a big fan of. So I'm just gonna wait till one of them comes up to play a shmup. And if it had really cool bosses or gameplay, that might overcome it, but it doesn't look like it did necessarily. It's cool that you can jump back and forth and use that to pick up power-ups, but yeah, I'm going to pass on it. That means it's going to the graveyard, right? Because oops, I need a lighter shade of gray there. I could have played it, but I'm not going to. There should be 6 in the graveyard, right? Episode 1, episode 3. Episode 3 should have 4 entries. Bonbarian, Zombitron, Minecraft Legends. Untrusted should be on there. Why is that not there? That's weird. And it should be before Minecraft Legends, right? Yeah, so weird. Let's see if we can put it in there. Cut. Delete this. There we go. We have 6. Okay. All right. That was exciting to get a PSP game. Not something we're going to play, though. So we need to go down to 1716 on the wheel. We'll get rid of 1717. And we will spin again. Uh-oh. Is the burger not working? The burger's been a little spotty today. So if it stops working, yell at your screen until I fix it. All right, let's spin again. A little less nerves now that I've done a couple spins. 1541. 1541, okay. Wow. Really close to our last roll. It's going to be a PSP game. All right. 1541. I wonder, I should be able to just plug it in here and it'll just tell me, right? 101 on PSP. Okay. Let's see what 101 is on PSP. Normal tanks. I think I might know what this is going to be. Let's see. Normal tanks PSP. Fast-paced top-down arcade shooter. Originally released as PC game. Ported to PSP. As part of PlayStation Minis. Let's take a look. Ooh, IGN gave it 2.5 and said the tank is lame. Interesting. It's by Beat Shapers. What kind of stuff have they done? Oh, interesting. I think they did a bunch of PSP Minis. I played Wizorb on PSP Minis, and I played Break Quest on PSP Minis. Break Quest is a really cool game. It's like Arkanoid or whatever this is called, where, you know, you're bouncing the ball up and down to break bricks up above, but each level, there's like a ton of levels, and each one has all kinds of gimmicks going on and stuff. Pretty cool. Okay, let's see what Normal Tanks looks like. They have some screenshots. They have one screenshot. Okay. Here's a mini review. All right. Pardon me while I make more notes about what I need to edit. Normal Tanks, first website. I hate having to edit. It's very, very time consuming. All right, let's watch some footage. Just did this. All right, once again, 3. All right, I'm going to scooch back slightly because I missed some of that. Looks like you parachute in. You can change your turret, I guess. Looks like you have tank controls. Which makes sense. You know, like you move the wheels independent of the turret. And you have to like point it in the direction you want to go. Just got hit by a spider mine. You can blow through walls. Looks like you can only take 6 hits. Interesting. I wonder what the controls are like here. They'd be better with mouse controls. This guy's about to die. He's equipped his machine gun there. Or flamethrower or something. Actually worked on a tank. Interesting. Alright, he just got blown up. Parachuting right back in, right where he died. Alright, I don't think I'm going to play this. Sorry, I just coughed right into the mic. Top-down, I've gotten a little burnout on top-down games. So, a top-down game like really has to impress me for me to want to even put it on my wish list these days. I don't know if it's because I played a bunch of them or there's just so many of them. It is crazy how many there are. Played some really great ones that I really love, but and I'm sure there's more out there that are really great and I would really love, but there's so many of them, and a lot of them I'm just like, I'm not feeling the top down. Alright, I'm randomly seeing a video here called Biohazard Battle on Genesis. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll continue what we're doing. Looks like it's like a shmup where you're like a mutant stingray or something. Never heard of this. Biohazard Battle. One of the best Genesis shmups. I might put this on my miss list. Biohazard Battle. I'm gonna do it. You're witnessing an ad to the wish list. Biohazard Battle for Genesis. Alright, what were we just looking at? Oh boy, I don't even remember. Normal tanks. Decide not to play, move to graveyard. I think there's a lot of these on my PSP list, honestly. I have a lot of nostalgia for, like, I made a PSP list in the past and I was really pumped to play all the games. And then I kind of stopped playing PSP, moved on a little bit, and I have a lot of nostalgia for that list. I'm like, ooh, Normal Tanks, that was a cool game on that list. But then I'm like, do I really want to play it? No. Alright, let's spin again. Oh, let's put it on the wish list, or on the in the graveyard. Rest in peace. Which means we need to take it off of here. Did I take the other one out of here? What was it called? Phase shift. Did I actually take it out? Yes. Good job, me. So we need one less number on here. 17, 15, right? Because we're taking one off PSP. I wonder if there's a way to automatically make these ones linked to the number of items in here. I'm sure there is. Let's check it real quick. Google Sheets formula equal to number of items. It's just count, isn't it? Let's try it. Or equal to count the number of numeric values in a data set. Count A, the number of values in a data set. Count A, we'll do misc. That, enter. Why is it coming up 27? Oh, because I added one. Oh, I forgot to add that. See, that's a good reason why. Okay, let's put that there. 27. Okay, let's B4. Why does that ruin that formula? B4, B8. B4. I don't know why that would ruin that. All right. Let's try it again. For PSP, we'll change this part to this. Is that what it was? 157? Yep. That didn't break that formula. It did break this one. We'll redo that one, I guess. And then we can do it again with PS1. I forgot to see what it was. 118. Is that what it was? Yep. All right, there's the real spreadsheet action you guys are here for. This is what this channel's supposed to be. Figuring out stuff on Excel about video games. I was just doing that. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, 1716 is what we need the wheel to say. Because we did get rid of one, but we also added one live, which I totally forgot to add on. All right, let's spin again. Let's get this going. See if we can get something that we take under consideration a little bit more. Could it be another PSP game? I would love to roll like number 1 or 1716, like the highest number or the lowest number. But, all right, 840, which is going to be on Steam, right? 840. Let's see. It definitely is Steam, and it's episode 8. Got a comment saying I should do more editing, drop the live stream like thing I'm doing now, like, you know, where I just go on and on with no editing. I would kind of like to do that. I do like the live stream style. I'm not live streaming this, but I kind of just keep going no matter what and try not to edit. Editing is extremely time consuming. I literally don't have time for it unless I drop all my other hobbies, or it'd almost be like drop the gaming and just do the editing, you know? So I'm just going to keep this style unless I drop my other hobbies or get really into this or something. Anyway, let's see what 840 is on Steam. Make sure you guys can see Steam. There it is. Unnatural Worlds is where we're at. We were at 840 is what we want, right? Okay, 840. Let's get close to it and then dramatically scroll towards it. It's going to be almost the end. How many games we have? 912. Which means it's probably a game I put on really recently, which might be something I really want to play. 840. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. Urtuk the Desolation. This is like a turn-based game. Is it turn-based roguelike? It's this very dark fantasy theme. I think it's very difficult. You really have to make things work with a lot of map manipulation, stuff like that, if I'm remembering right. There's a lot of interesting variety and stuff. I think your main character can be like a bunch of different things, classes sort of. Some pretty cool character designs. I might do this. Let's read a little bit. Everything's hand-drawn. You like have a mutation that's killing you or something. An awkward, more confusing Battle Brothers. That makes me want to play it. Let's see, soft recommendation. Sounds like it's not a roguelike because this person was saying they got to the final boss but didn't beat it and they didn't feel like grinding. There's an Iron Man mode though. Okay. Oh, maybe I wonder if they're talking here about Iron Man mode or just normal mode. If a character dies during a mission, they're injured. You can either heal them, wait until they recover, or maybe heal them and wait until they recover, or keep using them and risking permanent loss. That's interesting. It's possible to soft lock even if you save scum. If you progress with a poorly built team or bad synergy, you might eventually hit a wall where you can't beat enemies. Interesting. And they're saying there's a lot of randomness. Someone was saying there's a lot of randomness in the mutations you get. Like you need to get good ones or something. Interesting. Let's look at the discussions and screenshots and stuff, as I often do. Here you got a crucified guy. A bunch of crucified guys. Scary. I hope that's not a crucified woman. That would make me not play it. Very hard to tell. Because it's just a rotting corpse. I don't know. I think I might be going to do it. Let's see if we can get some clarity in the discussions on like, is this a roguelike? Or is Iron Man like the mode you're supposed to play, basically? Some of the character designs are super cool. Have you noticed a lot of people that don't speak English take screenshots? So you can't read what they are. All right, let's look at some discussions. Let me see here. All right, this might be a deal breaker. It is. Oh, okay. This is unfortunate. Makes sense though. So this game has an item called an evolution stone. Apparently, that's a deal breaker for me, as I've talked about in the past episode. I don't like evolution in my games because I don't believe in it, and even though this, I'm sure, isn't real, Darwinian evolution, it's just a thing that changes stuff called an evolution stone. I don't like the term. I think the term is kind of anti-Christian. Built into it implies that God doesn't exist and it's like an evil term. A cursed word is what I call it in my head. In the description for this game, it says his Urtuk's mutation or disease is evolving, which I actually took it off my wish list for a while because of that, but then I realized I kind of if something is used in the ad copy of games, evolution or something, but it's not really in the game, I kind of give it a pass sometimes because the phrase evolution is used to mean like anything at any time. I think maybe even evolutionists are bothered by that, I would think. But I let it go, put it back on the wish list, but here's a strike two. There's an item called an evolution stone that's in the game, so I don't like that. I'm going to take it off the list. Let's get you guys back to Chrome. So we're striking out there. Let's see. Get myself back to Chrome. Spin results. Urtuk. The Desolation. Let's see. Inappropriate content not played. So mentions evolution not played is what I'm going to put here. That's going to be a red. It doesn't go to the graveyard. The graveyard is for games that I could play, but I'm not going to. This is a game that's removed from the wish list because for me it's inappropriate. So like if I found that at any time when I wasn't shooting, I would have taken it off the wish list too. So it's just off the wish list. Okay, let's spin again. Let's keep going. I don't know, maybe another spin or two, perhaps. Did I take it off? I didn't even actually take it off the wish list on Steam. Doing that now in the background if you can't see. Which means, let me make sure I'm matching here. The wish list now has 9/11. Yep. All right. So we should be at 1715 here. Let's spin. I might have to invest in another screen that I use to like that has what's on the video at all times, so I don't have to peek and make sure I'm looking at the right screens on OBS. All right, 1316. That's a deep number. 1316. Ooh, I removed it. I should not have done that. 1316. Hang on a second. 1316. Okay, it's earlier than some of the PSP games we get, so we'll see where that ends up. All right. Back to Wheel of Names. 1316, I think, is now removed from here, which is not what I wanted to do. Is it? Yeah, see that? I need these numbers to stay, so I should not have hit that. Okay, it's back in. 1316. Episode 8. 1316. Let's redo our formula here. Equal to this minus this. That tells me how far to go into this list. Okay. Game 405 on Google Play. So, how far back do I was thinking the other day, I did this backward calculation somehow, and it made sense, and I don't know if I can repeat it. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll just do 502 minus 405. Excuse me. And then, but there was something tricky to like how you count a backward 97 games back. 405 plus 97 equals 502. So I need to go 97 games back, then one more. I'll be on 405 because then there'll be 97 ahead of me, which equals 502, if that makes sense. So I need to count to 98. All right, let's get you guys looking at Google Play. First, let me get my phone going so you guys aren't looking at pictures of my kids and stuff. Okay. I need to count 98 backward. Let's see. I think I just turn on Scrippy and I can just move it ahead of Chrome. And you can watch it right here. I think I'm at the bottom. Okay, I need to count 98 up. Yeah, I'm at the bottom, so we're going to go to 98 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to count silently. If I end up being wrong, it's fine. I'll still choose whatever it is, even if you guys correct me in the comments. So that's 9. That's 50. 59. 67. 75. 83. 91. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Battle Cars Nitro PvP Shooter. Let's look it up on the big screen. What's it called? Battle Cars Nitro PvP. Battle Cars Nitro PvP. Okay, right away I think I saw some inappropriate content. Let's see. It might just be the icon of this YouTuber is inappropriate. Let's see. This reminds me of, there was budget PS1 games back in the day. Martian Gothic was one of them. There was another one that was a car combat game. I forget the name of it. This reminds me of that. Oh, I bet it is from this game. Let's see. That game was really weird because I think you could play as a neo-Nazi, which is really weird for a game. One of the factions was like neo-Nazi car that shot acid, which I really like that car. But yeah, that was weird. I think that sexy character is in the game. Let's see if we can see it actually in here. First I was thinking maybe it was the YouTuber's avatar or something, but I think it is in the game. Based on the art style of the other characters I'm seeing. Let's see. I'm going to have to edit this section a lot, which is really annoying. There's a web store where you can top up on the website. I wonder if it's cheaper. Yeah. I'm going to have to go in and edit that a lot. So, yet another edit note. This video might not be out for a while. Battle Cars. Whole segment needs to be edited, basically. Really annoying. Alright, let's keep going and do another spin. I know we need to drop a number. Just get rid of it completely, obviously. Gonna go on here, and you guys probably can't see this, but I'm removing it from the wish list on Scrippy, on my Google Play list. And Google Play, I'll manually change to 503. I wish I had an easier way to count my Google Play games. If I could make this linked to the API of the Play Store, that'd be incredible. But I don't think that's even close to possible. I don't think there's even a way to count your games on the Play Store, honestly. So this says 1716. Is that what this says 1714? Why is that? I removed one from my wish list and I removed it from here. Did I forget to take off Urtuk? Let's see. Urtuk I will now ignore so it doesn't come up again. It is off the wish list, and the wish list says 9/11, which is what this says. Google Play, I just took one off. MISC 27, PSP 157, and 118. So we should be at 1716. I'm just going to update this. I don't know how I got off. I apologize for skewing the spin if I did that. Somebody comment if they know how I messed up. Alright, results. What was this called? Battle Cars, Nitro, PvP, Shooter, Google Play, inappropriate content not played. Alright, so I wished for more spins. I'm getting them tonight. One spin on episode 6. Okay. Let's do another. Let's do another. Let's see what we get here. $355. $355. Book my Steam. I'll just put it on here for fun. $355. Look at you guys looking at Steam. There it is. Oh, it's on without me even looking at it. Interesting. Okay, I'm seeing on OBS that I have part of my Steam window cut off for some reason. I might have to adjust that in the near future. I don't want to mess with it while I'm recording here, but yeah, it's something I need to work on, I think. All right, what was the number? 355 on Steam. Okay, let's go to the top and scroll down. 355. Sometimes I'm scrolling, I see a game I really want to play, and I'm like, ooh, I wish it was that. Which, obviously, people are probably like, then go play it. But, ooh, I was really tempted recently. There's a new World of Tanks spin-off game called Heat. I was really tempted to just forget about this and play that. 355. I'm not going to do it, though. I did put it on the list, though. The thing is, I wasn't like 1,000,000% sold on it, so I was like, I'll wait. I won't just jump into it. What am I looking for? 355. Breakwaters Crystal Tides. Alright, I'm going to have to take a break. A little edit right here, I think. Let's see. To address something in real life, possibly? Yeah, I think I am going to have to, probably. Well, I'll keep talking until I really have to. This is, okay, I remember this. You can split the water like Moses. Looks like a giant thing shoots lasers at you. It looks like the female characters might be inappropriately dressed. Very beautiful. Very well done the way the water moves. Really cool. Let's take a look at the screenshots and see if it looks like no for me. I know that sounds crazy, but that's something I try to avoid too, as far as inappropriately dressed. So this is coming off the wish list onto the ignore. Let's put it in the spin results. It's Cool. Let me make sure you guys are looking at the right thing. You're looking at blank Steam now because it disappears if you're not interacting with it. Okay. So it's called Breakwaters Crystal Tides. People got to stop with these subtitles. Inappropriate content not played. Okay. Alright, it's coming up on the time I would stop anyway, and it looks like I have to go address something in real life anyway, so that's where we're going to stop for now. I will keep going with episode 8 shortly. For me, it'll probably be 24 hours later. For you, it'll probably be just a couple seconds from now, so I will see you at that time. Okay, I'm back. It's been like 24 hours plus for me, but here we are, back to do some more spins. Okay, so I realized shortly after quitting for the night last night that the episodes were wrong in the spin results, that it should be all odd episodes. Episode 1, then 2 is a recap, 3, 4 is a recap, 5, 6 is a recap, 7, 8 is a recap. Now we're on episode 9, so I've also been referring to this as episode 8, I think. I apologize for that. This is, in fact, episode 9. All right, let's do another spin. I need 17, 17. I think I'm actually going to redo the numbers because, as you may have noticed, I accidentally removed a number earlier in this episode from Wheel of Names. And I don't think I've done that in the past, but just in case I have done that accidentally in the past, and some numbers might actually be missing from that wheel, I'm just going to redo it. Let's see if I can Control Delete or back. Yep, that's what a wheel looks like with 0 on it. Just so you know, this is what it normally looks like when you have like a normal person amount of things on it. But when you copy and paste 1717 into it, first off, it just freezes. But eventually, I think it'll eventually get there. I think we had this problem before setting it up on the show. We crash Wheel of Names temporarily while we get our wish list set up. Let's hope it comes on soon. Oh, we have literally made it unresponsive. We'll click wait. I think that happened before, as it tries to copy and paste 1717. Okay, one thing I can talk about while we wait. It would be really easy on these numbers. I think let's try this. Steam game. Well, I'll just talk about it. I could just make the first 900 or whatever the Steam list is, say Steam game, copy and paste it all the way down, then make a string of numbers like I've done here, and then just, instead of pasting this, just paste this into the wheel along with the other categories set up the same way, and then the wheel would tell me Steam game 12, Google Play game, whatever, instead of just a number. That would be a fun thing to set up, I think. But I really like the suspense of using the number guide and the suspense of figuring out what list you're even looking at and then going to look it up. I think it's cool. I think we're getting into a cool rhythm here. I realize I should put the number I spin, I should put here, then do my little formula I've been doing, and then it'll make a result here that'll tell you the game you need to look at in this list. So if it's under 910, you're looking for whatever that number is in this list. If not, you do the formula here, and it's telling you whatever number to look at in this list. If not, do it again, etc. So we will do that. So we're about to spin episode 9 once again. I've made the corrections here, you can see. Let's see if we've... Oh boy, we might have really crashed it. Oh, you know what happened last time? This is what happened. I exited out of it, and when I came back, they were all there. 1717. Okay, I think it worked. Unless it might just be going to the old version that maybe also had 1717 already, and which means that we just did nothing and there still might be something missing. Anyway, let's get a spin going. Make sure you guys are seeing it. Here we go. Once again, I think I'm going to have to quit pretty soon. It's very late at night. I'm quite tired, but see if we can get in a spin or two. 672. 672. 672. So yeah, we'll put that in our number guide. Actually, I should put it here. Spin results. 672, which is definitely going to be Steam. Yeah, because it's under 910, I just know I'm looking at Steam 672. So let's switch over to Steam and look for game 672. Kind of nervous. This is the first time for me for the night, even though many times in this video I've spun. 672 is, okay. Very interesting pick. Front Mission 2 Remake. I'm a big Front Mission fan. I really like Front Mission 3 was the first one I played. Then I played the Front Mission 1 port that's on DS. I played a ton of that. A ton of that. Played through it many times to get through the different harder modes and stuff. This is a remake of the second game, which is a SNES game. And this is a remake with new graphics. It's a shame because the SNES Front Mission graphics are actually really good. So I think it's kind of pointless to remake the graphics. Front Missions are definitely very long, slow burn games in a way. I'm not sure I want to play one right now. And then, so 2 was, I don't think 2 was available in the US for a long time. These graphics aren't the best either. Oh, that looks okay. I mean, it looks alright. It looks pretty decent, actually. The SNES graphics are just so good, though. Okay, a couple things. Let's go look at some SNES graphics for this game. Get Chrome back on. Front Mission 2. Let's see. Oh, wait. Was it on PlayStation? Let's see. Front Mission 2. It was. Okay. This is blowing my mind. I thought it was on SNES and would have SNES graphics. I didn't realize it was on PlayStation and sort of has Front Mission 3 graphics. Holy smokes. See, this is what Front Mission 1 looks like. Those graphics right there, which look great, and like that. Yeah. Front Mission, let's take a look. It's inappropriate stuff, and we keep saying it over and over. And over, we keep saying it. Okay, Most missions pit the player against 20 or more enemies, have many objectives to fulfill, and require hours to complete. Steep learning curve and complex play mechanics. Arguably the most hardcore entry in the series. Interesting. Interesting. All right, back to Steam. Go. So I heard this remake version is kind of buggy. See, there was a patch in March. Excuse me. Let's read some of the reviews. The last patch broke the game. Fix it. That was about the March patch that I was hoping was going to say brought some stability. Okay, this person is a big Front Mission fan and says the game is a slow, boring, and messy. Long range weapons are useless. Difficulties all over the place. And that's all due to the original design, not the remake necessarily. Okay, let's look at some other people. Lack of quality of life, bad art direction. Looks like they have patched some stuff according to this review. This has ammo on primary weapons like rifles, which is interesting. The other games just have it on missile launchers, and that does sound kind of crazy. Long range weapons miss constantly. This person couldn't finish it, made it close to the end, and realized it was taking 20 minutes. It was taking 20-ish minutes a mission from just enemy slog that kept getting worse and worse. Well, at least it was only taking 20 minutes and not hours, like Hardcore Gaming said. Okay. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to say. This has thrown me a little bit. Rolling first off, such a long game that would take a very long playtime. It's interesting because you almost want to be in the mood for that, right? Like, you almost need to be really, really wanting to play it. I guess you could say. All right, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to graveyard it for a couple reasons. One, if I wanted to play another front mission, it'd be a big commitment, obviously. I think I would play 4. I started playing 4 and I was into it back when it came out. I played a demo of it and I thought it was really cool. So I think if I was going to play 1, I would play 4. Secondly, the fact that this has PS1 graphics and not SNES graphics makes me want to play it slightly less. Because I was about to say, ooh, maybe I'll just play an emulated SNES version as, you know, as this spin. I was about to possibly say that. I was thinking about saying it. The fact that I can't do that makes me want to play it slightly less. So I think for those reasons, I'm going to graveyard this. Plus, I'm not really in the mood to play a front mission on this scale. I've played a lot of front mission. I kind of slightly burn out on it. Would I possibly play one again in the future? Maybe, but it would be 4. I think it would be 4. If I got super hardcore into it, might go back and do 2 at some point. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna graveyard it, which is weird, because I am kind of into it and wouldn't mind playing it in a certain sense. But yeah, if I was gonna play a front mission, I'd want to jump on 4. And yeah, just the fact that this isn't an SNES game makes me want to play it a little less. Interesting to have rolled this though. Okay. Let's do it. I can't believe I'm taking this off the wish list, but I am. I kind of want to leave it on just so I get updates of patches and stuff, though. Oh, I'm going to take it off, though. And if I ever get a big hankering for front mission, maybe I'll put it back on. Or go manually check up on it. So, Front Mission 2 Remake is the official title. We will, let's see, turn Chrome back on, go here, spin results, Front Mission 2 Remake. This is how we clear out the wish list, though. Get this stuff off here that I'm not going to play this for years and years. If I was going to play a front mission, I'd skip this one for now. So just, yeah. Only if I get on a real front mission kick am I going to end up with this one, probably even years later. So, graveyarding it, crazily enough. Here it goes to the graveyard. Oops. And these should say 9, not 8. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. We should have 8 in the graveyard, which we do. Okay. All right, let's do one more spin. Then I gotta get to bed again. So if this isn't the one, we're gonna have to have a third segment. Although that's all one segment for you guys, I know. Steam now has 909, correct? I'm gonna look at it real quick, off camera here. Yes, Steam now has 909. The wheel should have 1716. All right, let's spin it. Is my burger slightly off these days today? I feel like it really was the other day. Last time I was recording, it seemed good. Okay, I think it seems good. I kind of want to invest in a new burger, though. All right, let's spin. Yeah, that last entry really kind of begs the question, where do I draw the line of like a game I like but don't want to play right now? I don't really have a way to deal with that with the wish list except the graveyard. So, interesting. All right, 1375. 1375. 1375. Okay, here's our formula. That number's higher than this, so we need to do equal to this minus this. The number is within here, so we're looking for the 466th game in here. And as we did last time, the formula for that is going to be this minus this to come up from the bottom, is what I'm talking about. Plus 1 is 39, because 466 down plus 388, or sorry, 38 up. That's the 2 halves of 504, and I'm looking for the 466 game, so that's where the split is, so I need to go one above, counting 38 from the bottom. Okay. If that makes sense, because I'm going to count from the bottom to make this easier. All right, let's get you guys looking at Scrippy. Here it is. Scrippy is the program I'm using to look at my phone here. And okay, so we're counting up 39. That's 9. 17. If I'm counting wrong, let me know in the comments, but it's okay. 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Vivid Night. I kind of remember this, but I don't really know what it is. It costs $10.99. What happens if I do this? Oh, that makes it better for you guys to see, right? Yeah, I guess so. What if I do this? Okay, that's good, right? Let's see, the rating. Teen for violence only. Build an unbeatable party and aim for the deepest depths of the dungeon. Let's take a look. More than 50 jewels to meet and recruit, meaning characters, I guess. Is this an auto play game? All right, let's watch the movie here. I'm not sure, actually. It looks like an auto battler. Let's ask Google. Is Vivid Night an auto battler? Yes, Vivid Night is an auto battler. Nice. Okay. I see here there's it's on Steam, and in someone's review or something it says the game is not entirely an auto battler. The main character can pick an ability each turn. Yeah, and here it looks like you can... Are you seeing what I'm seeing? No. Here, let me help you with that. I'm looking at it on Steam, on Google Chrome, instead of on Steam. Yeah, see, it looks like you can pick these items or something to do stuff in the battle, but the characters are auto battling. Looks like you pick which direction to go. See what these videos are like on Steam. That was cute. Does it look like auto battling combat? Yeah, looks like this like the comment said, the main character can like pick a jewel to do an ability each turn, and then otherwise you're building a party that fights automatically. See if that's what this looks like. Yeah. Possibly some inappropriate content too. I saw a person with a bear midriff that I think might have been a guy though. And then another one that might have been a bear midriff, but it might have just been a belt or something, so it's hard to tell. Alright. I am not gonna play this one. It's definitely an auto battler to some extent, I think. Let's see if we can find that comment. Auto battler. Auto battler. Say. If you're a fan of enemy ruling, if you're a fan of auto battlers, this game's for you. Similar to an auto battler, PvP auto battler, if you like auto battlers. Okay, it's definitely an auto battler. I've been a little burnt out on them lately. I've struggled to get into some of them. Mechabellum is a good one because there's a lot of interaction and a lot of things you actually do in that game, but I'm definitely burnt out on seeing so many auto battlers flood the market and a lot of them getting popular, and I'm like, these shouldn't all be popular, you know? Some of them look good, some of them I'd be interested in playing. I even have some on my list that I might actually play if I roll them, but yeah, this one's not grabbing me. And also for a mobile game, like a mobile RPG, I'd want it to be a gacha. I love free to play, I love gacha, so I would really want it to be that, not a paid game. So couple strikes there, plus possible inappropriate content, which if I say I really wanted to play this, I would research it and find out if it was for sure or not. Don't have to do that since I don't really want to play this anyway, so we're gonna graveyard this. This is officially called what? Just Vivid Night. Vivid Night. It is on Steam, but Google Play. Here we go. Another decided not to play graveyard. Okay, a lot of spins on this episode. Put this in the graveyard. Change our number guide Google Play to 503. Get rid of these numbers. I guess I will edit out that stuff just in case it was inappropriate, so the edit on this video is going to be very long and time consuming. Vivid Night. Alright, I am going to have to stop there for the night once again, just because it's late. I really want to do another spin. I really want to get a good spin and talk about something again, or actually pick it. But yeah, I'll stop there. So I'm about to sign off for another 24 hours from my perspective. From your perspective, the show just goes on. I'll see you then. Okay, welcome back. I'm back. It's been a long time for me. Still just continuing for you. So while you were gone, first off, I recounted my Google playlist and got 486, which is almost like 15 less than what I had on the list before, and I don't think I took that many games off, so I may have miscounted either before or now, but we're just going to go with it. Second off, shortly after signing off last night, I found inappropriate content, aka Bear Midriff Ladies, in Front Mission 2 and Vivid Night, so I changed them both from graveyard to inappropriate content not played. Yeah, I did take them off the graveyard. Yeah, so that's a change in their classification there. All right, we are ready to go ahead and jump into a spin. Let's do it. Okay. Don't have much time once again tonight, so try to get right into a spin or two, hopefully. Maybe find a game, at least talk about some games, get them off the list. We're really getting things off the list today. We have a winner, 1224. One, two, two, four. Episode 9. 1224. Let's apply our formula we've been talking about, which is this minus this. Okay, we're looking for game number 315 on Google Play. Let's just count from the top. See if we can get Scrippy to appear. Here it is. Let's just go to the top and count from the top. I spent like a really long time today trying to get a better, not necessarily a better way to count the games on the wish list on Google Play. And you know what I came up with after many tries? Literally nothing. There's no way I've gotten working so far where you can count the games automatically. It's really tough. I even went through the process of using Motorola Smart Connect to link my phone and my PC, which changes you can use desktop mode, changes the resolution, and literally everything, even everything else in the Play Store, changes resolution so that there's like a ton of stuff displayed on each page, which would make it really easy to count. But just the wish list stays looking like this no matter what you do. So I'm using Scrippy again here just because, but yeah, Smart Connect did not fix my problem. All right, so we are looking for game number, what was it? 315. So I'm just going to count. Actually, I'm going to do it this way because it'd be really hard to count sideways like that where you only get a couple. Well, let's do it this way. There's 9 per page, so 315 divided by 9. 315 divided by 9 is 35. Even. So I need to do 35 of these, and it's the last one then? 315 will be the last one. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do 35 scrolls. If I count wrong, let me know, but I'm still just going to go with it. 35 pages. 2 of 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, getting a little rough here. 19, hope I did this right. I might have messed up at the beginning. Just going to go with it. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 10 more. 26, 27, 28, did I just mess up there? 29, and there, not sure, 30, just going with it. 31, 32, here we go. 33, 34, 35, tank stars. All right. Let's take a look at that. Where'd it go? Tank stars. 100 million downloads, okay. Ready, aim, shoot, command pocket war machines, and win multiplayer tank IO battles. So this is like a .io game, I guess. Bunch of different tanks here. I wonder if it's real time or like worms or... different attack types. Let's look at some reviews. Oh, there's a new event going on right now, which is a great sign for the game. Let's see if it'll tell me like when it was. Let's see when it came out and when it was updated. Updated May 20th. Came out in 2018, so seems like a really healthy game. Let's see what the reviews say. I wonder what the PvP is like. That would definitely be what I would focus on, I think. Let's look a little deeper. People complaining about the ads. Sounds like it might be turn-based, based on this one that says this one player should get to move first. Let's see if we can get some footage of this online. Move that for a second. What's it called? Tank Stars. Okay, see if we can look it up on YouTube a little bit. Let me blank this out for a second just to see where we are on YouTube. Stand by. Okay, we're good. Tank Stars. Let's do recently uploaded. Okay, this is kind of covering the new tanks.
And here we go.
Let's see where we get with this. Just see if we can see some gameplay. I guess it's like Worms. Yeah, it even has a tombstone drop like Worms. Let's just search for Tank Stars PvP. Some PvP gameplay, I think. It's interesting. I wonder how. I don't know if it's really all that strategic in a certain sense. Like you just basically stand there and shoot at each other directly. Is there a battle royale mode? And I wonder if there's bots too. I hate bots so much. I think bots should literally, unlabeled bots, I think should literally be illegal. I think this should be regulated more than loot boxes or anything else. So the PvP is not looking great in a certain way because it looks like you just stand there and shoot each other. Like Worms, you're moving around like a more complicated level. Not that I'm a Worms player at all, but there's a little more strategy to the movement at least. Let's see what happens here. Someone doing a tournament. Are tournaments PvP? I wonder now. Looks like you just pick your ammo and launch it right at them, and there's no hiding in a certain sense. This doesn't look like it's actually PvP. Let's see. Guys, I'm really tempted to just jump onto World of Tanks Heat rather than keep doing the wish list. But I'm going to keep doing the wish list, I think. Let's see. I'm leaning towards no on this. I think it just looks like a super overly simplified Worms, which is not cool. And it doesn't even have like the zany weapon thing of Worms in a way. Or weapons that even do things. They seem to, well, that one like really messes up the terrain, although you can just drive right over it, looks like. Yeah, I don't know. King of Tanks PvP battles. Let's check this out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna graveyard this just because it just looks like a worse version of Worms essentially. A version of Worms with tanks could be kind of cool in a way, but this seems to just be a worse version of Worms. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and, what's this called? Tank Stars. Google Play. I think we're gonna graveyard it. Oops. Too dark of a gray. Smart Connect keeps popping up. All right. I'm going to remove it from my wish list on my phone here. And then I'm going to remove a number from this to make this 485. And I'm going to remove a number from this to make it 1697, right? Yep. And now I'm going to spin again. We're on a world record number of spins here. on episode 9. Let's spin. And this, we'll see. I guess this is going to be the last one, I think. I do need to go to bed earlier. So we'll see what we get here. 770. 770. Which is going to be Steam. Let's go over to Steam and go up to 770. Very nervous about this. Okay, here we go. 770. Artist Impact. Artist Impact. A fun turn-based RPG set in a future world of humans and AI. Came out last August. Play as a Kane to explore vibrant locations, battle with simple yet fluid combat, and enjoy side quests full of charming surprises. Playful humor style, clever details, light, easy, and full of smiles. Let's see what the combat looks like. The animation is really striking. A lot of animals attacking. Really cool art style. And man, really great animation in the combat. Interesting. Let's see what the second video looks like. I don't know. I don't like the walking around the overworld kind of. I sort of don't want to do any exploring, at least not in a traditional JRPG type situation. Let's look at some reviews. Streamlined turn-based combat. There's a little bit of a life sim to it, I guess. Some weird writing, apparently. Interesting. A lot of people seem to have 20 hours. Everything other than the fighting system is very good. Fighting system is not explained. Hmm. Playthrough 1 took 11 hours. Let's look at some discussions. I'm kind of leaning towards no. Hmm. Okay. It sounds like I want an RPG to be a little more combat focused in a way. Hmm. Here's some nudity, but it's covered completely by a square, which I appreciate that. I assume that's in the game too. Hmm. I'm tempted to try it out. Hmm. But I think I'd kind of prefer a more combat focused game. Maybe with better combat. I don't know. The combat does sound interesting, honestly. I don't know. Sorry, this is probably very boring a lot of the times I do this, but it's just me thinking about if I want to play this or not. Not a lot of screenshots from combat. Which is interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Take a look at the guides. Hmm. I don't know. I'm tempted to try it, but I think I'm going to pass. I think if I was going to play an RPG with turn-based combat, I would want something a little different, maybe with more characters, maybe a little more complex combat from what I'm seeing, and less focus on side and world events like this. And the cozy side, I don't think I'm into. Um, yeah, there's other turn-based games I would like to play more than this. In my list, I think. I'm sure there must be. I'm sure there are. Um, with more characters and stuff. So I think I'm gonna ditch it. Might be a case where part of me wants to leave it on the list, but that's not a thing we do here, right? Looks like the developer and publisher don't have any other stuff going on. Is there not? Here's another video. Let's take a look at this. The animation's so cool. Some of the enemy design is really cool too. It's like Fight in the Dark is really cool, where you can just see her hair. Alright, I think I'm going to ditch it. Take it off the wish list. Sorry that took so long. Me thinking. Back on Chrome, we'll make Steam 908. Go to our results. This was called Artist Impact. Artist Impact. Artist Impact. Like Genshin Impact. Were they trying to riff off that? We're going to graveyard it. And we'll spin some more in the near future. Only did 2 tonight, and it was very long session. Kind of. Not very long, but for 2 games it was. And I graveyarded them both. Alright. I'm going to have to quit for the night once again, and the episode will continue for you, but another 24 hours. This is a week-long episode for me. I don't know how long it is for you. Pretty long, but I will see you next time. Oh, has my burger stopped? No, he has been going to some degree. Oh, he's not. I feel like my burger is only responding if I'm right on the mic, so I apologize if that's been really inconsistent and not looked good. I'll try to have the mic right on me in the future. All right, I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm back. This is going to be a really long episode. All right, let's get into a spin. I have my numbers updated here. I'm not sure if they changed. I did count Google Play again just now and got 480. Yeah, so we're still in episode 9. I think we're going to be on game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to be on game number 11, which is crazy. Yeah, let's do a spin. Let's go to the Wheel of Names and make sure it is at 1691. We are knocking a lot of games off the wish list, which is great. Okay, 1691. Let's do a spin. Hoping to get a game soon. 1035. 1035. Probably gonna be, oops, equal to this minus this. Okay, it's game 127 on Google Play. Getting a lot of Google Play games lately. Seems like. Let's see. make you guys able to see this. There we go. Just making it bigger. Do anything? Let's see. I think this is I should be able to make this bigger. That's not good. How do I do this? Sorry, I'm just going to try to make this stretch to screen, fit to screen. There we go. Does that look a little better? All right. We're looking for game 127. So, oops. I'm grabbing it on OBS and not on its actual thing. Okay. Game 127. I guess I'm just going to count. I'm going to turn it sideways. Let's see. There's 9 per page, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. So rather than count by 9s, let's think about this. 127 divided by 9 is 14 point something. So 14 times 9 equals 126. So I need to do 14 sets of 9, and then the next game is 127. So let's count. 1. I know this is riveting. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Okay, we should see the game after this. 14, and it's the next one, which is Road to Valor Empires. What is that? I actually saw this on here recently and was like, what is that? I don't know. Let's see the rating. Just violence. Let's see. Worldwide real-time PvP strategy. It looks like there's quite a few games like this where this very small field PvP game, PvP strategy game. Not sure how I feel about that. Let's look at the reviews. These are stuff from 2023. Let's see. When was this updated? Let's see. Updated in October. That's not a good sign. Released in 2022. Let's see if there's a website or anything for it. No. It's called Road to Valor Empires. All right, let's see. Oops. Let's see what we can find for it. Road to Valor Empires. Oops, I went to AI mode. I guess there's a World War II version. Interesting. I see it mentioned here. I'm going to turn off the feed for a second and just check, do a quick check to see if straight off there's any inappropriate stuff. Let me see. Oh, is this a crafting game? If so, that's interesting. Okay. I'm glad I did that real quick. I know it's very annoying to not see what I'm doing, but the game does have inappropriate content. I'm going to remove it from the wish list. Namely, it's got I saw that there were Medusas in it. Immediately, almost all Medusas are overly sexualized and no different in this game. Road to Valor Empires. I don't know. I see a lot about Crafton publishing it. Maybe they did at one point. It says Dream Motion on the Play Store. Maybe that's a subsidiary of Crafton. I don't know. That's gonna be a red then. Yeah, there's so many things that are like a dog whistle for sexual content, and Medusa is one of them. Whenever I see a non-sexualized Medusa or Gorgon, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. All right, let's get another spin going. Let's adjust our number guide to 479 on Google Play. And this needs to be 1690 on here, and we'll spin. We have a winner. 1249. Maybe another Google Play. 1249. 1249. I should just leave this, right? D3 minus B3. Is that right? D2 minus B2. Yeah, okay. I can just leave these formulas in and then it'll automatically adjust, and I just follow the last positive one, right? Okay, game 341. And in here I can, maybe I can leave this formula too. This minus, to go up from the bottom when it's closer to the bottom than the top. That minus that. And you add +1. Why? I know we've gone over this before, just in case you haven't heard it, because B3 minus D3, 479 minus 341 equals 138. So you have 341 on top, 138 on the bottom, and you're looking for game 341, which is, so going up from the bottom, you'd go up 138, and then one more game would be the 341st game, if that makes sense. If not, I'll explain it again in another episode. But all right, so I need to go up 139. I can put this to this divided by 9 equals, and then I could do how do I make it just so I'll make it equal to this this times 9. Okay. Okay, how do I... Maybe I'll research this another time. I need to figure out how do I make it take this, but just the whole number. Google Sheets. Make formula take just whole number from cell. See if we get an answer real quick. If not, I'll do this later. To extract just the whole number from a cell in Google Sheets, use the trunc A1 or int A1 function. Trunc simply chops off the decimal point. So that's what I want. Equal to trunc. Okay. Let's try it. We will add trunc F3 times 9. It'll be this minus that equals 4. And really, I should put this inside this formula too. Right? No, I need to do 15 swipes plus 4. So this tells me how many swipes plus this many extra up from bottom. Hopefully I'll remember what these things are. All right, so I need to do 15 swipes from the bottom and then 4 extra swipes. Or 4 games. 15 swipes, 4 games. Hopefully that's correct. If not, we're just going to go with it. Let's get Scrippy back up here. Kind of like the Steam wish list. I have to like touch Scrippy to make it visible to you guys again on OBS. Very interesting. All right, that's off the wish list. We need to go to the bottom. So I'll use my finger to scroll that rather than the mouse. It'll be faster. Hope you guys didn't mind that little math aside there of how to make that spreadsheet calculation. But that's what this channel is supposed to be, right? Okay. Get to the bottom of this list. Hopefully you don't mind seeing me scroll for this list too. You get a little preview of some of the stuff that's in there. Maybe you spot something and it'll come up later. Although the chance of that is low. The chance of that is 0.06%. All right, I'm going to go up 15 and then 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 4 games up from this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may never leave CHP 1. What is this? I'm not having a memory of this, really. Let's see. Escape a deadly facility filled with puzzles, horror, and dark secrets. I don't remember this. Let's watch the video, see if that jogs my memory. That clock thing seems familiar. I don't think I'm going to play this. It's very interesting that it's on my list. Let's just look at the reviews real quick. I mean, it looks kind of interesting, but it doesn't have any reviews. No reviews yet. I wonder how many downloads it has. It doesn't really say that either. Where does it normally say that? I don't know. So it looks kind of somewhat interesting, but I'm not gonna try it. I don't think I'm interested. So you may never leave CHP1. Put that in our results. You may never leave. I don't know how to put, it has a straight up and down line. I don't know how to put that on a keyboard. I don't think that's on any of the shifts or anything like that. I'd probably have to insert symbol to get that, I guess. CHP -1. That's everything but that line. Google Play. Graveyard. Okay. Another victim for the graveyard. Let's do another. 478. Get rid of this. Put this here, ready to go. Make sure we actually took this off that wish list. Yes, we did. We need 1689 on the wheel. Take that off. All right, let's spin. Ooh, I clicked it in here before I hit full screen. We'll go with it. 1, 5, 2, 3. Five, two, three. 5, 2, 3. So that takes us into PSP. PSP game number 109. This is interesting. We haven't had a PSP game on here now. 109. Prisoners of War. Okay. Prisoners of War PSP. I'm just going to put this in here now so we don't have to think about it later. Make it look fancy. Okay. I wonder if this, okay. All right. The reason this is on here is because it's an old game from 1988. It's pure nostalgia. I remember playing this game not in 1988, in like let's see. Maybe like 93, 92, 93. I remember playing this at my friend's house. And I've thought about it from time to time. What's this? Prisoner of War video game. Is this supposed to be a sequel or something? Interesting. Yeah, I remember playing this as a kid. I remember like throwing grenades or something. Do I really want to go through the trouble of playing it now, though, is the question. I don't think I'm going to like it, or it's going to be that fun. A cool memory, though. What's this? Prisoners of War. Oh, it's this. The screenshot just doesn't match up. I was like, what is this bloody game here? Let's see. I guess it's an arcade game from what I can tell. Let's watch this YouTube video of it. Watch. Breaking out of the cell. So I have barely any memories of this. I feel like I remember a jungle level, and I remember being able to throw grenades. Playing this on NES at my friend's house when I was like 7. There's a bear midriff over here, over there, which I just got rid of. Okay, maybe this is what I remember. Is this out in the jungle? There's guys throwing grenades. I thought you could throw grenades. Yeah, you're out in the palm trees. Okay. It's cool to think about this game. I'm not going to play it, though. Great memory, but it doesn't look like it's aged well for me. And I'm not interested in even firing it up to try it a little bit, honestly. So we'll get rid of that. On our spin results, we will graveyard it. Man, we're going through a lot of games here. When will the madness stop? Maybe at a certain amount, I might have to cap the episode and just start a new episode. Because it's going to get out of control. It's going to be a 4-hour episode. Probably already is. No, maybe not that long. All right, 1688 is what we need on the wheel now. Let's spin. Let's go full screen and spin. Let's get something good. Eight, 4, 8. 8, 4, 8. That's gonna be Steam, right? Yes. Oops. What did I do? Eight, 4, 8. All right, let's go look on Steam and see what we got at number 848 near the bottom. Might be something I actually remember from putting on recently. 848. Smash It Wild Tactical Volley. Wild. Let's start over. Smash It Wild Tactical Volleyball Roguelike. Pretty interesting turn-based volleyball. I really like it. It's furries for some reason. But they're not super furries. You know how there's like furries that really look like furries, and then there's animal characters that look just more like regular anthropomorphized animals. Pretty cool that it's a turn-based game that it's not like a combat-based thing. Combining volleyball and dodgeball. What does that mean? Sailpunk Universe. Is that why it's on a boat? Let's see. So it's at mixed. Let's read some reviews. Content is incredibly small. Two to 3 hours is what they say. Played a few runs and won the hardest challenge. "12 hours in, done everything. Best way to deal with this is to make more teams, daily challenges, enable PvP. Hardest difficulty isn't much of a challenge by the time you learn it. person refunded because every review says there's a lack of content, which seems to be true, negative and positive, like they say. This person says 90 minutes in, they feel like they have a handle on everything. I don't like that feeling in a game either, when you're like, I have kind of seen it all. And yeah, you don't know if there's a point in continuing even. This person has 7 hours and has all the achievements. Empty of content, runs lack variety. And once you understand the game, the mechanics of the game, the only match worth playing is the finals. Interesting. Let's take a quick look at the discussions. I'm tempted to do this one, but these reviews are hurting me. So the other thing I was going to say is this needs to be a pure PvP game, in my opinion. I would love for it to be just a straight up PvP game. That would be amazing. And it makes me kind of not want to play it for that reason too. Let's see, is the demo still available? There is a demo. Learn more about this demo. Let's see. I think I'm not going to do it. I would really like it to be PvP. And it doesn't look like that's is a thing or would ever be a thing for this, probably. I don't know, you never know if it's going to get an update or something. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of tempted to try it as a single player game. I should mention I really like volleyball in real life, and playing it, that is. Maybe watching it a little tiny bit, but mostly playing it. Let's see what these people can do. Not sure what some of that stuff means. They have ghosts. They have ghosts that haunt you. They can damage people. And it costs $11.99. It does have a demo. The interesting thing on Steam is like when a game has a demo, you can kind of combo it with, you can do the demo and then you can also buy it and refund it to get 2 more hours. Especially works out really well if it's like a timed or limited demo where the save data carries over. You just extend it, which is pretty cool. I'm sorry I'm hemming and hawing so much. Well, I'm distracted right now because some of these games on Goblin's Publishing look really cool. What other games do they have here? I'd like to know what some of these games are in their little banner. Like that one, the little Minecraft looking one. Was that this? This is on my wish list. No, I don't think it's that. I don't know. What's this one? Tactical game with a lot of chain reactions. I don't think I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to take it off. Smash It Wild. Tactical volleyball roguelike. Sorry that took so long for me to decide. I guess that's the problem with this. I'm not really deciding. It's hard to decide on the fly. This is going to be a graveyard. There we go. Steam. Yeah, another graveyard. Alright, let's try to get another spin in real quick before I have to go once again. Episode 9. See if we can get something good. I wonder if I'm just in a kind of, not a bad mood, but kind of a mood of rejecting things. And at other episodes, I'll be in a good mood and take whatever I get. Let's spin. Can you guys see this? Yes. Something good. 1,200. 1,200 even. Where does that take us? Takes us to number 293 on Google Play, which is 186 from the bottom. So we go 20 up, then 6 games. Okay, let's do it. Our formula, yeah, that saves us a lot of times, doesn't it? That was my burger. A little unresponsive again. I apologize if that's the case. Hang on. Let me turn this off so you don't see any of my personal pictures. There we go. All right. So up from the bottom, we'll do 20 and then 6 games. 20 swipes, then 6 games, right? Let's get down to the bottom. This is the best part of the show, watching me scroll the list again. Watching me scroll the list down so that then you can watch me scroll it up again, as I've already done multiple times this episode. I wish this list just stayed loaded so it was smoother and faster. All right. 20 and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry if I'm counting wrong. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 6 games up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kingdom Story Brave Legion. What is that? So many games on here, I don't even know we're on here. Let's see. Kingdom Story Brave Legion. I'm going to put it on the results already. Kingdom Story Brave Legion on Google Play. Let's see. Looks like it's 3 kingdoms related. Tons of different characters through gacha. Love that. I love gacha, unironically. Is it 300 heroes? Sometimes these 3 kingdoms games, the heroes are a little generic. There's 300 of them, but they don't have any powers or something. This has an update. All right, let's watch the video. There's a lot of fancy attacks going on, if those are actually in the game. So, once again, there is a bear midriff going on. Which I'll have to edit out. This episode's going to have an insane amount of editing as well. I'm going to remove this from the wish list. Let's try to get another spin. Let's go for it. Back on Chrome. This is going to be inappropriate. Smash It Wild. Did I actually put it over here? No, I didn't. This is going to be a red. Google Play goes down 1. 1686 is what we need on the wheel. Wait, 1686, which is what we have. Why did that not go down? Did I have the wrong number on? May have had the wrong number on last time. My apologies. Let's get another spin. We're dealing with such big numbers, and especially with the Google Play Store being like, have to be manually counted. It's just an art rather than a science to get a number here. 76, low number. 76. Steam. Something early on the Steam list too. Let's see. Probably something from years ago, earlier when I was making this list. 76, right? That's what we're looking for? Yep. 76. Hyper Rogue. I was just thinking, what if I rolled this game today or yesterday, I think. Did I pause it? No. It's not playing for some reason. That's weird. It's a turn-based roguelike on a hyperbolic plane, which... What does that mean exactly? I don't know if I can even say. I don't know if I even really know. Oh, it looks like there's a VR mode, which is interesting. Whoa. The VR mode has a first-person view, which is crazy. What is even going on? I have no idea. For some reason, the video is loaded, but it won't play. Let's read about this a little bit. There's actually an update on May 2nd, which is crazy, because this game came out in 2015. You're in a strange non-Euclidean world. Has 308 achievements, which is crazy. 60 different lands, each with its own unique treasures, enemies, and terrain obstacles. Unusual geometry of the world. Takes place on the hyperbolic plane. A grid composed of hexagons and heptagons, straight lines which seem to be parallel, but then they diverge and never cross. Isn't that what parallel means? Triangles whose angles add up to less than 180 degrees. It's inspired partially by Deadly Rooms of Death, Drod, which I've played Drod RPG. It's a really cool game, and I want to play some regular Drod stuff. There's a real-time mode, racing mode, and virtual reality, as we saw in that one video. Let's check out the reviews. I need somebody to just describe what it is, how it works. Fractal block world for cube haters. I don't know what that means, but it's a funny review. Backtracking is hard, apparently, in the hyperbolic plane. I've played many hours on mobile version. Is there a mobile version? Hyper Rogue mobile game. I'm just checking real quick on Chrome. Apparently you can download it on Android. I guess you just have to download it. An APK or something. Let's see. It looks like the Android version is updated. So on itch you can buy the game if you pay, let's see, download a free version for free. For $2.50, download Hyper Rogue Gold for Android. Sorry, I'm looking at Chrome right now. For $2.99, you can download the paid version of Hyper Rogue. At the moment, it's the same, but sometimes it may include extra features. Steam key provided on request. Steam version adds online achievements, online leaderboards, strange challenge, trading cards, and convenience. Interesting. I still don't understand the hyperbolic plane thing. I guess like in this screenshot, you're this guy and you can say these were all blank spaces. You can step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 directions. Yeah, I don't get it. It's just like a hexagon. But when you see it in motion, it does look weird. Wish the Steam video would play a little bit more. Yeah, it only plays a couple seconds at a time for some reason. Oh, there's more videos. Let's see if one of them will play more. Come watch. So 60 different levels is interesting. Yeah, I don't understand really what's happening with the movement. Like, say you're trying to outrun these enemies. I don't know. Isn't it just hexagons? Mirrorland. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It is interesting. Would I play it? It's $9.99. Let's see what this new update is. Let's see what some of these millions of achievements are. Down at the bottom, the one no one has. Defeat 6 different enemies with a single crossbow shot. See, I don't know. There's some other turn-based roguelikes on my list, which I think I would like better than this. But this is really simple. It's cool how there's just like simple little rules for each level. Like you make ice behind you, so you block yourself in. Or you break through holes and then enemies fall down the holes. That's cool stuff. Yeah, I'm not getting the gimmick. I think I'm gonna not do it because I'm not getting the gimmick. And while it looks really cool, the worlds themselves look cool. Let's look at this set real quick. So in this older video, you have this direction radius thing pointing out of you. I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe that just shows you where you can go. Is that what it is? I guess so. Shows that you're in a hexagon. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip it. Hyper Rogue. Hyper Rogue. Steam. Graveyard it. Man, I'm blasting through the games now. Alright, I'm going to have to quit for the night and come back for another. Let me change my Steam to 906, right? Is that what we have now on Steam? Yep, 906. Eventually I'll run into something I'll say yes to, guys, I promise. Actually, who knows? I'm glad to be, crunching through a bunch of stuff off my wish list, though. Pretty interesting to thin it out this much and realize that some of these games I thought were so neat, and they are neat games, I was never going to play. So getting them off there if I'm never going to play them. All right, that is it for now. I'll see you in just a second for you. Okay, I'm back. I did not go through and count Google Play again like I typically do, but I am pretty sure I have not put anything on there or taken anything off since last recording. So we're just going to go with that and hope that's correct. All right, let's do a spin. We should be at 1685, which I just set up on the wheel. Let's do a spin. We got to get this episode over. It's crazy how many spins we have. 659. All right, 659. Let's put that in our results real quick. This will be a Steam game. 659. Steam. All right, let's see what it is. Check out our Steam wish list and go to game 659. Sorry for the way that goes in and out. Maybe I wonder if on your guys' end it doesn't go in and out. On my end, the frame of the wish list is there, but the actual wish list with the games on it disappears whenever I stop touching Steam. All right, 659. Let's see here. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Grit and Valor, 1949. This is like a diesel punk World War II strategy game of some kind. It's real-time roguelike action. I feel like this looked so cool when it was coming out, but then I think I read that it had a lot of flaws or something. Looks like it's real time, but everything is square, so you're clicking on like where to put a square, which is pretty neat. Or I'm sorry, you're clicking like, move to square instead of move to a point. This would be cool multiplayer. I really don't think it is multiplayer. Let's see. Let's look at some reviews, see if we see any of that problems I was talking about. 17 hours for all achievements. Weirdly feels like a mobile game. Okay. I don't get the mobile thing because I don't know. I like mobile games a lot, but it says you have a small number of units, so you expect them you'd expect them to be depth to each, but they have little they can do. It's rock paper scissors, and there's cover, but you just stand in cover to be invincible, basically. This says there's only 2 hours of content, then there's just repeats. This says map gen is buggy, that you'll get impossible objectives that'll just destroy your run. Let's look at some discussion / screenshot type stuff. Too much of a grind. Okay, this is weird and something I don't like. This says there's meta progression, and it starts off super hard and then gets easy as you meta progress. That's something I don't like very much. I don't know if I want to play a roguelike real-time strategy type game like this. I don't know. There's a VR mode, which is what we're seeing here. Introduction video. Let's see. I feel like I'd be really nervous playing this game with real-time strategy. That's a roguelike. But it does have real-time with pause. I read somewhere in here. Don't see that happening in the actual gameplay. I think I'm going to skip this one too. I think we're going to graveyard it. Let's look real quick at the screenshots though. I know I'm kind of blazing through these and graveyarding them all. A lot of them I really do kind of consider playing, but yeah. If it was PvP, I think I'd be into it. But okay. Let's go back to Chrome, and we will What's this called? Grit and Valor. What's it called? Grit and Valor 1949-1949 Steam Graveyard. Interesting spin though. Graveyard is filling up with episode 9 stuff. Alright, let's do another. We need to take one off of Steam. We're now at 905. 1684 should be on the wheel. Let's spin that wheel. I hope my keyboard sound is not too obnoxious. Me tabbing between all my different things. I tab a lot to make sure OBS is watching the right thing. I should probably set up a monitor where I can see what OBS is seeing at all times, just to make things easier. Alright, 917. Is that on Steam or is it just over? 917. It's just over. Interesting. 917 is going to be Google Play. And reading our number guide, if this number isn't over this number, then this is how many you go into this list. Let's bring up Scrippy. If it's working. Yeah, so I just need to go 12 for once, so it's not going to be horrible to watch. So this should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Iron Lung, a short horror game where you pilot a tiny submarine through an ocean of blood. Does it mean that literally? Let's see. Play the game the movie is based on. Is that true? Oh yeah, it is. I mean, unless this is just totally lying. So yeah, it is literally a blood ocean. Interesting. Is there a video? Yeah, let's watch the video.
Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand.
Blank screen. Looks kind of promising, actually. This might be the one. Let's check the ratings. 1 hour to complete in one sitting after you use navigating. Hmm. This person says a couple of hours. Oh, great game and great port. Let's look this up. And see where else you can get this. Iron Lung. Let's see, is based on the 2022 video game. There's a Switch port, PlayStation 5, Android. So is it on Steam? I'm just going to check real quick. Iron Lung. And if so, what's the cost? Oh. On Steam, it is $7.99. Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff on Steam about this, which I should probably just show you. Oh, this is the same guy that made Dusk, the boomer shooter. All right. Interesting. Sorry, let me switch you over to Steam so you can see this. Yeah, I played Dusk a little bit. I didn't play a lot of it, but I was having fun with it. Looks like he's made a bunch of games. Let's look at Squirrel Stapler. Staple them to a corpse. A lot of them. Very weird. Don't know that I want to play that. Let's look at the reviews here. I think I'm going to try it. Unless there's achievements, maybe I'll get it on Steam. Are there? There's 7 achievements. Let's see what they're like. At the risk of spoilers, let's look at screenshots for a second. All right, I think this is it. Oh, you know what? One last thing I want to check. I'm going to ask AI, does the movie / game Iron Lung feature evolution as a theme? Does it reference the universe being old? Does it say anything blasphemous? Okay, I think it passes my little test there. I think I'm going to do it. All right. Not graveyard. Spin results. 917. Iron Lung. Finally. Oops. Play. We have our green. Finally. All right. I know the game is only a couple hours long, but expect delays, possibly. I've been hoping to find a game to play. It's going to take a long time to edit this video, and then I have some other stuff going on with some other projects that might get in the way of actually playing the game now that I actually have it, but I feel good to be able to finish this video and hopefully get it edited soon and get that published, and then I'll be playing the game and getting the recap out whenever I can. But yeah, there might be a little delay despite the game being short, but guess it'll be less than if it was a long game. All right, I'll see you at that time. Thanks for watching.